If you want to take control of any situation, you only have three choices. Choice number one, accept. Two, change. Three, leave. But you do know what you have control over? Your reaction, your state of mind, and how you perceive that situation, what comes out your mouth, what goes into your mind and your thoughts, and what sits in your soul and makes you either a bitter human being or an amazing human being that goes beyond the brink of any challenge, any circumstance, any situation. In our previous video, we spoke about fear, how fear is your friend accelerating an action response, because in our survival years, we needed fear to respond in certain ways. But in today's day and age, it does not serve us the same way it used to. So fear basically is your call to action. And I promised in that video that we were going to share today an action plan of how you can take any decision, any situation, any challenge, or even fear from being out of your control into your control. Now, how do you do that? Right. Are you ready? If you want to take control of any situation, you only have three choices. Choice number one, accept. Two, change. Three, leave. Just like my cat was leaving just now. Did you guys see that? So I just had to notice that. Okay, back to serious business. So what do I mean by accept? If you choose to accept the situation, that means that you have no job complaining about it at all. You know those people that you meet at social events or in the supermarket, or that you give a call or WhatsApp, and they're always complaining about their situation, but they don't change it. They don't do anything about it. They are a victim to their circumstances, and they always find reasons of why they cannot do something about it, but they always have enough energy to complain about it instead of using that energy to do something about the situation. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there are hectic situations out there and hectic circumstances that sometimes is not within your control, but you do know what you have control over? Your reaction, your state of mind, and how you perceive that situation, what comes out your mouth, what goes into your mind and your thoughts, and what sits in your soul and makes you either a bitter human being or an amazing human being that goes beyond the brink of any challenge, any circumstance, any situation. So, if you choose to accept a situation that you're in, then that means zip it. You are not allowed to complain about it anymore, to say anything negative about it anymore, because you've made the choice to accept it. So accept it and live with it. If that's a choice you want to make, then that is what you do. If you can, however, not accept the situation without complaining, without saying negative stuff about it, and without it consuming your soul and your vocabulary and you chewing your friends' ears off about it, then you have a second choice. That choice is to change. Now, remember, you cannot change anyone else or any other situation outside of yourself. So by change, I don't mean that you are going to try and change your husband. You're going to try and change your child, your sister, your mother, your brother, your boss, your colleague, or whoever. You are never going to be able to change anyone else or anything else outside of yourself. So this choice of change is only for you. You can choose that if you can't accept the situation or the fear, whatever it is, you can change how you deal with it how you respond to it, how you interact with it, how you perceive it. That you can do. If you feel like you cannot change how you interact with this challenge, this situation, this person, this whatever it is, if you can't, or you feel like you have, because let's face it, a lot of us, I'm sure you have also been in that situation where you've been around someone and you try and change and change and change how you deal with them. And it doesn't matter how you try and change yourself and how much energy you put into that, it doesn't change the situation. Then you have another option. The third one I mentioned, which is leave. And that means leave. Just leave. So leave the friendship, leave the situation, leave the job, leave the house, leave the husband, leave your kids is a bit challenging, I must say. I don't know what to say about that. So I'll get back to you on that. But you can leave the situation too. So let's say with the child that I was saying now, oh, you can't leave them. Well, some people do. Some mothers do walk away. Some dads walk away. So it's doable. If that's your choice, you can. But those are your three choices. So if you in any situation, let's say you are fearing a situation or you have a challenge at work or in your relationship or with a friend or whatever, or in your country. I mean, a lot of people are sometimes negative about their country or the area or the community that they live in. Like my dog Einstein is now negative about whatever's happening here and he's leaving. He's choosing to leave. So if you have any situation or challenge that you're facing, ask yourself those three questions. Can I accept it? Meaning no complaining, no negative talk about it, no yapping on about something every week, every month, and not doing anything about it. Can I change myself and how I deal and interact with the situation, this person, this challenge, or leave? And those are your three. If you don't choose any one of those three, then whatever you are facing, whether it's fear, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a job, will not be in your control. I can guarantee you. And if you don't put it in your control, it will overwhelm you. It will make you feel powerless, and it will take away your freedom. I don't know if you can see it, of choice. So if you want to put something in your control, make a conscious decision. In the first video, if you've missed it, you can check it out on the channel. But I spoke about fear of taking, that fear is basically your friend, accelerating an action response. So now when you feel a fear of, it's an uneasy feeling, you go to the next step and go, okay, what is it that I need to do? Do I need to make a decision to accept this? It'll never change. They will never change. And I'm going to stop complaining, accept them, love them, be content with it, grateful for it. Or am I going to change, or will I leave? Now, without repeating myself anymore, you can listen to this video again if you need to. Subscribe, like, share, and wait for the next video where I will be sharing with you, once you've made a decision then, or you want to make a decision, how to know if it is done with the right intentions. Because a lot of times we make decisions and it lands up being the wrong one and we beat ourselves up about it. I've done that many times. So I will share a small little secret with you of when I also get in those situations, which I do. I'm human like everyone else. I get challenges every single day myself. And I'm also just battling through it, just like you, trying to go beyond the brink. But I will share with you what I do when I'm faced with any decision that I don't know what to do, and how I then make sure I make a decision that makes me feel like I'm in control of the decision, so that when it does not work, I at least can't beat myself up because I did ask myself the right questions. Until next time, subscribe, like, share, And I'll see you on the other side with the other videos when we go beyond the brink.